Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Xfinity Reality Bar right here on South Beach. I'm Jen Herrera.
And I'm Jamie Guirola. I'm a reporter at NBC 6. It's also Xfinity Reality Week.
It's been exciting. We are getting the chance to talk with competitors from the Titan Games. If you haven't been watching this show, you need to. It is amazing to get to know these competitors and then to see what they're capable of.
That's right. The Rock came up with this show, and he says he picked ordinary people to see if they can do extraordinary things and really hit a challenging obstacle course. And here they are right here, some of the contestants, and we're going to get to know a little bit more about them. And
we should introduce you, shall we?
Yeah.
To our competitors. Okay, so we have James Gene Lewis from Miami, also known as the Tank.
All right, and we also have Julie Dudley. She's a firefighter.
Woo! And Chris Ruden, and you do something that's pretty cool when it comes to being a motivational speaker for young kids, Chris.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I guess the question is, guys, when you found out or were approached or applied to be on the Titan Games, did you have any expectations? Julie, I guess we'll go ahead and start with you.
I didn't really have too many. I wanted to meet The Rock, first of all.
We don't blame her for that.
That was a big one. I just wanted to have fun, and I didn't want to snap a hip. That was my goal, pretty much.
Tell us a little bit. You didn't apply, right? So somebody nominated you, or the show looked you up?
A recruiter from the show contacted me, and then I kind of ignored it because I didn't quite know what it was all about. Then she approached me again, and then I had another recruiter approached me, and I was like, okay, this might be real. And then again, I heard The Rock, so that was it.
Julie, we watched you compete, and so much focus was put on the fact that you were 50 years old, that you're a grandma. Were you surprised at all the attention that those aspects got?
Yes and no. I mean, to me, it's kind of normal. I mean, because it's me and it's what I do and everybody's used to it. But I guess looking from the outside, it's a little different. And again, like I was talking to you, like when you say 50 years old, which I'm 51 now, but when you say 50 years old, I think of my parents. And then it kind of clicks in. I'm like, wait a minute, that's me. I'm 50 now. So, but I think it was great that they focused on it because it let other people see that age really doesn't matter. It is just a number.
There's still a lot more to learn about all of you, but can one of you tell us a little bit about the show and the challenges, first of all, so that everybody knows what the Titan Games are actually about?
All right, well, first and foremost, the Titan Games itself is a challenge that, of course, is going to test you physically. I mean, it's going to break you completely. And then also mentally, because you got to get through that mental block. Of course, first and foremost, actually seeing the course of being psyched out, like thinking that you can't actually do it, but then actually getting through it. So that mental block itself is everything. And then you got to worry about the time aspect of it because you're going head to head with the person. And you got to make sure that you're quick and you don't know that person's skill, you don't know what they're capable of doing, and you just got to give it everything you got.
Was there one obstacle or one part of Mount Olympus, James, where you just like, is The Rock crazy? Like, how in the world did he even come up with this?
I mean, honestly, the first thing that was crazy to me, honestly, was just the 1,000-pound wall. You know, just running up into it is everything, because I had to actually get it rocking first. When I first ran into the wall, I had to rock it first just to try to get it. I thought I can actually just bulldoze it through, but it wasn't going to happen. I mean, versus my opponent that I went against, Anthony, I mean, he's a strong man. He just ran right through. But for me, I had to actually try to get it rocking first and then get everything I got. And I mean, going on the uprising, I mean, that was everything for me. I just knew that if I stand on top of it and run, I know I'm gonna get a faster time than him. And that was just the main focus.
Did you know at the time how far behind he was when you were in the middle of it?
The only time I knew how far he was when I was pulling the ball and chain. That was it. Because I honestly thought he was right behind me. But when I was pulling the ball and chain, I actually because seeing how everybody else pulled it, they actually grabbed it by the ball itself. But me, I just grabbed the hammer and I tried to pull the hammer through. And thinking if I grab the hammer, if I just keep dragging it, I'm gonna get there. And so when I looked back to try to adjust myself to try to get a better pull of it, because the weight actually started getting to me, I looked and I seen he was nowhere near me. So then I kind of took my time a little bit more, and I was like, okay, you know what? There's no need to rush anymore. Let me just take my time. So as you see me slamming the stone through to actually get the relic, and then go up to get it to the key and turn it, you seen I wasn't running at all because I know he wasn't there.
And Chris, we haven't seen you compete yet, but we are all very excited to watch. You're an example for people every single day when you go on your speaking engagements like we talked about, but what was it like on a national stage using your disability and saying, hey, this is not going to stop me, it shouldn't stop anybody?
For me, the hardest obstacle was going from hiding how I was born to showing millions of people that anyone can do it, you know, that you can overcome any adversity. So for me, that was the biggest obstacle that I conquered. And you guys will see when my stuff airs, you know, but just to know that kids are going to be watching that and they're going to, you know, take that and think I can do it too. That means everything to me.
And that wasn't just a big step you took publicly, privately. You hid it for so many years, even from those closest to you.
I hid my hand for 17 years, even from my girlfriend, from the people closest to me. And now it's something that pushes me forward and helps me with my career. So crazy how that works.
We were asking a lot of questions about your prosthetic a little bit earlier, and I love how open and candid you
Absolutely.
are. So during the competition, a couple of versions were used, correct?
Absolutely. So this is you know, the nice Porsche type arm that you don't really use much, you know, but it looks pretty. And you can grab things, daily objects, but when it comes to lifting, I use different apparatuses for different things, like deadlifting really heavy, or different apparatuses to lift and press. So you have to be ready.
Yeah, we can't wait to see what happens.
James, one of the things that was striking about you was your story that they shared on the Titan Games. Tell us a little bit about your journey.
I mean, my life journey itself, you know, being family, I'm the child of immigrants, you know, from Haiti. You know, it's kind of tough. We don't really have, I'm going to say, every resource that everybody else would have, because, you know, we're just trying to come to the country, trying to provide, my parents are trying to provide a better life for their kids. And, you know, us coming up and growing up here, my father being a pastor, it was only certain things that we were able to do. Homeschool and church, and that was it. L'école locale l'église. Haitians know it as the 3 L's. And so that, I knew I just couldn't do certain things. And I was kind of a little bit rebellious towards what my father didn't want me to do. And so I'd want to go outside, hang out with my friends, and I kind of, you know, hung out with the wrong crowd a little bit. And, you know, hanging out with the wrong crowd, you know, as you get older, you get caught up in stupid stuff. And I got caught up in a sticky situation, which I was facing jail time. And facing the jail time, it actually made me realize that I was going to be out of my son's life, and I was an early father as well, having my son at 17 years old. I mean, it was a little tough.
And your son is here tonight.
Yeah, my son's here as well with us tonight. So it was a little tough for me, and then, you know, I wanted to be part of my son's life. And facing jail time, it was like, yeah, I can't have it. I don't want to have my son being the same type of, and being stuck in the same stigmatism as, you know, my father's not there, and I'm just gonna have fun, whatever. And I just wanted to make sure I was there for my son so I can raise him right, to show him how to be a man. And that was it.
When we were watching you last week, running over to him every single time something great happened out there, his smile, I mean, all of America, I think, got teary-eyed. Could you see that smile when you were running up, going for that hug?
That was the only thing that was on my mind. And I mean, honestly, you know, just like he was tearing up, I was trying to hold my emotions in as well. That's why I was burying my face into his sweater. But, you know, that's my child. That's my only son. I mean, I love him.
Julie, tell us a little bit about what it means to represent South Florida for such a huge event.
Well, I mean, I'm born and raised. I'm a native, so it's great. I have people on Instagram making comments. Hey, we're rooting for you. We're South Florida. We see you, and it just means a lot. It's hometown. So, you know, I mean, I've already competed, but I did my best and hope I made them all proud.
How did your skills as a firefighter help you in these games, or is it just totally like apples and oranges?
For my event, it was good. I think being a firefighter, because we're kind of problem solvers, so this, you know, a lot of the things you had to really think about and see if something wasn't working, you had to change it up. On the other hand, I think it hurt me a little bit too, because I do think about things too much, and on Mount Olympus, I, you know, had a few problems there, but I got to use the sledgehammer, which I'm very comfortable with, so I was extremely happy about that.
Julie, as a woman, the playing field for the men and women on this show is no different. What is that like? I was watching the show with my daughters, and they were like, they're doing the same things, they're doing the same things. It's got to be pretty cool. It was
very cool. I wanted to go against James, and we both did the same thing.
I think you could have taken it.
It was great, because it shows that, you know, I mean, we can do it too.
So after you guys got the call, what was it like? What was the process like with the show? Having to go, did you go somewhere? Did you have to actually do another round of tryouts to show your agility? How did that work? Did you have to go through another round of interviews or trying out?
So we were invited to a combine to test our skills. And it was a rigorous combine of so many different agility, speed, strength, all these different things to see who's gonna make it. And it was grueling, absolutely grueling, including interviews. So we were put through the ringer, to say the least.
put through the ringer at the combine, but what about the prep work? Because there's got to be a lot of training going into it. If you guys could each tell us a little bit, maybe one or two things that you do in the gym every day, or a couple times a week, or meal plan wise, to get you ready.
So I'm a power lifter. I lift heavy, and I'm good at lifting heavy. But I knew I needed to add to my repertoire, to make it more. So I had to start doing a lot of cardio, start doing a lot of different things that I'm not used to doing, and I trained that every single day until I went out there.
Julie?
I do CrossFit, and I do a lot of just functional training. So I think I was pretty well-rounded to start, but I needed to get a little more strength. We also did a lot more obstacle course stuff because we kind of were thinking maybe it was going to go that route. So that helped. Next time I'm going to build some barrels to get over.
James, what about you?
I mean, honestly, for me, the only thing that I really knew how to keep on, that I had to do was just get my cardio up, honestly. I mean, because just everyday training and me being a truck driver, climbing in and out of the truck, and lifting and pulling stuff, that's just things I do daily. So it's that only thing I knew that was just, just keep doing cardio, try to get my wind up, and that's it.
So I'm sure you guys have met The Rock, spoken to The Rock. What can you share with us about what that was like? I know you were dying to meet him. And anything you can share about maybe any advice he gave you or something that we didn't catch on camera that you're willing to...
I mean, the first thing that I thought when I seen The Rock was that he's seeing him on TV, he's a giant dude, he's big, but then standing next to him, I was like, he's not so big. He's just tall. So he asked me, he's not that big at all.
Yeah. You're going to get in trouble.
But I didn't say that.
But honestly, he was a great dude. He gave us some positive words, saying, stay humble, stay focused. That same drive that we had that got us here, give it everything you got. He's giving us this opportunity here to be on this show. But don't think that, it's a free ride and you're set. You got to earn your spot.
I just want to follow up with you. You were the first one to get through Mount Olympus. What did that feel like? Was there like a connection? Because that was kind of like his baby, and you were the first one to complete it.
I mean, honestly, it was a connection, but at the same time, I kind of felt bad because I crushed his baby. But, but I mean, honestly, it was amazing. I mean, he birthed the monster, and it's fun.
You guys are an inspiration in so many ways. When we have discussions with people and we're talking about our routines and, some people say, I can't get it in, I can't get a workout in. How do you guys find the time? Because you guys have very demanding schedules. You talked about waking up super early. Julie, I know your schedule is demanding as well. How do you make it a priority?
Well, we do work long hours, but we have days off. So it's a lifestyle. So I just make it a priority. And it's not always at the gym. If I can't go to the gym, I'll go, out on a ruck and put a pack on and just walk, or just ride the bike, or just do something. So it has to be a priority.
Are there days, Chris, where you're just like, I just can't do it today. I just want to sit on the couch and eat donuts because we know how much you love donuts.
Got a donut tattoo right back here. What you said, people struggle finding the time. It's not about finding the time. It's about making the time. We all have the same time. We all have different jobs. Some people are more busy, some people are less busy, but we all have the time to make. But we find excuses and things that kind of get in the way. There are so many days where all I want to do is sit down and eat donuts. Some days I do sit down and eat donuts, but I still go to the gym because I know it's my job and it's what I need to do. I make it my job, I make it a necessity, and I get after it.
So you guys were picked because you're special and they thought that you guys could actually complete this course. How do you walk away differently as a person, as a human being, after going through the process? As rigorous as it was, in front of a national audience and completing it?
For me, just knowing that I was given the opportunity right there, I'm already mind blown. I know I have to give it my all, and walking away knowing that I deserved it, I earned it, I did what I did, and it's just, what an incredible experience,
I kind of second what Chris said. It was just amazing, and I was flattered. I was very grateful, humbled that they picked me, and it was very outside the box for me. So I was kind of happy that I actually, but my family had to kind of push me through to do it. But it was good that I did it because that helped a little more with that kind of confidence.
And how important was your family for all of you guys through this process?
It was actually my fiance was there the whole 2 weeks. The whole time I was there. So that was and I needed that support. I called him my emotional support. An animal. I didn't want to say animal, but he was my ESA. But I needed that.
Were there ever times that you guys just thought during the training process, I'm done? I'm not
Every
doing this?
single day. My girlfriend pretty much had to yell at me like multiple times, like, no, keep going, you're good, you're gonna make it, don't be so negative. I'm like, my shins hurt, this hurts, my back hurts, this is so much training, oh my God. You know, it was rough. Like mentally, it was rough to keep pushing myself past my comfortable limits, but that's what the show required, you know?
Did they give you guys an idea of how to train, or no?
No.
So you were just kind of going in there blind?
We had no idea what it was going to be like. Absolutely none.
What's it like to be part of a show that an entire family can sit down and watch? Because there are very few shows like that on television these days, that you can sit with your kids of all ages.
I mean, honestly, it's a great feeling. I mean, to realize that we were regular, average Joes. Nobody really knew who we were, but just our friends. But now we're household names. We're with a giant brand and a great guy, you know, Dwayne Johnson. When you think of Dwayne Johnson, of course, you'll think of the 64 people that he brought together and made a family. So basically, he had 64 kids, if you're looking at it that way. And we're a family now. I mean, it's amazing.
A family, but all families have a little bit of rivalry. So when you guys get out there,
Sibling rivalry.
I mean, it's got to be kind of like the gloves are off.
I mean, he
what's
can
that
almost
moment like?
deadlift as much as me, so it's really cute. Yeah.
Oh, throwing punches.
But I still love these guys. You know, they're my favorite.
How close have you guys gotten, especially being from the same area? Were there other contestants from South Florida also, or were you guys the?
It's 7 of us in Florida, but we're the only ones that are in the deep South Florida.
South Florida.
So you know, in the tri-state area, you might as well say. And
So you guys talk and text? Do you have group chats going
yeah,
on?
of course.
Chris
We
has
all
come
stay in
work
contact.
out.
Yeah, I've worked out with
Yeah.
her, you know,
Yeah.
like we've all became really good friends, and it's like honestly friendships for life. We got to spend so much time together that these people, we just get each other. You know, we have the same mindset, we have the same drive, and to be around like-minded people, just successful.
You know, I don't know about you, Jen, but we're on TV every day, and so I still go back and look sometimes to see how I look, and you know, I'm just curious, what was it like to see yourself on TV? And even now, you guys are on the monitors. When you see yourself, is it surreal? Just describe how you feel.
It's surreal. I cringe some of the time. I'm like, no, it's too close. But it's cool. I mean, I hear it, and then I'm like, wait. And it's neat to see because like these guys are my friends too, and I'll see them, and I get so excited because I'm like, I know them, you know. So.
James, when your son sees the commercials and promos and stuff for the show, I bet he gets a little giddy.
Yeah, he starts laughing and everything. I mean, also, you know, just to see ourselves on television, it's amazing. I mean, I really do believe what they say when you know that seeing yourself on TV, it really adds, the camera adds 10 pounds to you, and it really does. I'm not really.
You're
that
telling
big.
me, James. Yeah.
So they told me you have 2 nicknames, Tank and Haitian Sensation.
Yeah,
What's that all about?
So Tank is a nickname that I had, you know, since childhood, and Haitian Sensation was the name that Dwayne gave me. I mean, I'm gonna run with it. It's no problem.
What's it like receiving compliments from him? Not only because it's The Rock, but he is a professional who has accomplished so much. He's an intelligent man, and he's a phenom athletically.
I think the big part to add to that is he's just a genuine person that actually gives you his time, which is so rare in any industry, let alone this industry. So to see him actually engage with you and give you the time, it's just so much respect for the man, you know? And it's really humbling to see, like, I'm having a heart-to-heart with a person who's just so advanced, so far out, and he's there, he's present, you know?
So unfortunately, we've hit that moment where we have to work out.
Oh,
You guys are gonna show-
hold on, we're working out.
I'm so excited.
Oh, no one's home.
I'm so excited for this.
I thought I was
So,
just dressed in my little
I mean, there's
leisure
like a
wear.
4-pound kettlebell there, but I have a feeling that you guys have something else in mind. But we'll
Got
see.
something
Let's see.
in
I
store.
do CrossFit here at Reebok CrossFit Miami Beach.
Okay.
So hopefully it's prepared me for whatever you guys.
I don't do CrossFit here, but I'm willing to try.
Awesome.
Be kind.
But you're fit. You're fit. Give yourself some credit.
It's that camera. It's 10 pounds. It's the camera. All right, what do we have in store?
Okay. Same time.
We'll do it. We're just going to start with something easy because people always say I don't have equipment, I don't have time. So push-ups. I mean, it's great
Okay.
upper body. Women need it. So we're just going to do a couple push-ups, and then we'll see you guys see your form. Watch
A
it.
couple as in 2, Julie.
Sure. So good, James.
Let's go.
Okay. Ready?
Let's go.
A good form.
Those are some push-ups.
Okay, that's more than 2.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, James is about to quit.
Yeah, you got
No,
it.
we're doing
Let's go.
push-ups.
Okay.
My shirt's
Ready?
Yep.
All the way down, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
What is that? Let's go.
There we go.
Good job.
Come on. There you go.
Come on.
Come on. You only got
Don't
10
give
more.
up now. Come on, keep your head up. Let's go.
Good job.
I did an inchworm.
Good job.
How's that
Oh, you threw in
inchworm?
some extra exercise.
See, I do extra.
Yeah. There's no extra credit here. All right, so we're going to go into Bulgarian split squat, which is a stationary lunge with the elevated back leg. So we're just going to elevate the back leg. It can be a little bit higher as well, but we're going to do this. Be forward, straight in line, knee over toe, all the way down, and all the way back up. You can hold weights, but for today, we're not going to. All the way down to where you can hold the cup on your thigh and back up. So you're going to do 10 on each leg, okay?
Okay.
Both of you.
Is
guys.
this weighted? Okay.
No weighted.
Okay, good.
We're gonna both go right here.
Yeah, both of you right there. Let's go.
Thanks.
Ready?
Yes. Ready?
There we go. Let's go.
Okay. Easy there.
Yep, all the way
Is that
down.
low
One.
enough?
2. Let's go. Come
Oh
on.
man, you guys good?
3,
Balance, huh? Yep.
4,
Let's go.
5.
Let's switch legs on
Yeah,
6.
we gotta
Switch
do
legs on
switch
6.
legs.
6 on the other leg.
Hold on. Are you burning? Are you burning?
No, what are you talking about?
At least you guys know dancing isn't your career.
No, not at all.
Come on. 1.
Let's go.
Where's the balance?
Good job.
2.
Focus on the wine glass.
This is
right
three.
there on the bar.
3 more.
Come on. And 6.
Good job, guys. Good job. All right, so we're gonna go into
Squats.
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 So for squats, we're gonna need some help.
Yeah, we're gonna need some help for squats.
We're gonna need some help from you guys, okay? We're gonna need some help from the audience too, right?
Yeah.
Who are we getting?
Samaj.
They're up to
I'll bring my son
something.
Samaj.
Okay, cool. So can you guys come down here real quick? Sure. Yeah, you come
This
right
is your
here.
son.
That's my son
Yeah,
Samaj.
That'd be
How
great.
you
You can
doing?
go right there to her.
So
All right, so we're gonna squat for you guys first, okay? But you guys didn't have enough weight for us.
So
I
we
know
had to
where
find
we're-
our
I
own
know
So we
where
way.
have to find our own weights, okay?
So, gonna start with you.
Oh my God.
Oops.
All right.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spread our feet about shoulder width
Shoulder
apart.
Like that?
Oh yeah, you can just perfect. And we're gonna squat all the way down. And we're gonna stay in this position. Because you
There
know
we go.
this is a good position we need to be in. You just drive all the way up. I'm gonna put you guys down.
Oh, that's it? Just one?
Now you guys can demonstrate. Yeah, you guys can make sure that you guys
Good job, buddy. Good job.
So you know you guys gotta do it now. You gotta show us your good squat form. We
Yeah.
just showed you how to squat.
Samaj, come here.
No, you have tank.
Yeah, I'm not putting you on my back. There's no way.
That's possible.
No, you guys are good. You can just do body weight and
Just
show. You
regular
have to just
body
body
weight.
weight.
You're good, you're good. I don't want to squat you.
All the way down.
Get your butt down. There you go.
Perfect.
Try to lean back. Don't lean too far forward. Lean back. Keep your chest up.
I know, my hips are not flexible.
How many do we have to do?
That's 7.
7.
I think I only counted like 1. What is this?
9. One more.
Good
And
job,
10.
guys. Good job.
Good job. Jumping squats.
Good
There
job.
you go.
Did we pass the
wanna
test?
You passed the test so far.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
You guys have anything else?
Any more?
You want to get one more?
You can do one more. Get them.
One more
What
than
are those
the
lateral
What
raises?
about the kettlebells?
Yeah,
Anything with
what's going on with
kettlebells?
Kettlebell swing?
You can do kettlebell swings. Sure.
I need some water.
Tired, huh?
This is my 3rd workout today.
Okay.
So just kettlebell swing. Simple. Here. It's kind of pop with your hips. This weight's a little light. Sorry.
For you, Julie. For you, it's light. All right, I'll take the little one.
Okay.
Lucky me. And form's big on this one.
Very.
Yep. Make sure you use your hips.
Yep, pop with your hips.
There we
Good.
go.
Here, give me the heavy one.
You want to do both?
No. I'm not that much of a
different with the
titan
lighter.
yet.
Yeah, isn't it?
That weight looks good with you, man. That's good. It's solid. It's solid.
I can do.
How many guys?
Good job, guys. Good job.
And also, what we like to do as well, which was it's a less expensive way. I mean, it's the best thing anybody actually can do. You can go on any, you can go to any sporting goods store or on any social site. And you get it online, which is, I want to say resistance band curls. So we have resistance bands here for you here. And what I like to normally do with resistance bands are, I would like put it between my legs, my feet, and I step on the bottom of it, and you just curl them up. and you got weight right there. And then, I mean, you don't really have to get dumbbells or easy curl bar, and you just curl it. And then you can try to just hold it up right here. And I mean, there's multiple variations you can do. You can do a single arm side lat raise, you know, and just pull it up from there. I mean, it's multiple variations you can actually do with a resistant bands.
Guys, when you were all in a gym and people are watching you work out, do they just kind of stare, mesmerized at what you're capable of?
Awkwardly, yes. Absolutely.
I'm just curious, what's the first thing you do after workout? The first thing I do is drink protein.
Lay on the ground.
Sometimes I try and ruin my workout by eating bad food. But, you know, usually I recover. I do my mobility work and make sure that I'm trying to recover from what I just did.
You know, we joke about the bad food, but a huge percentage of staying in shape is indeed diet.
It is. So higher protein diet for me is what I go to. And being a type 1 diabetic, I have to watch my food even more. So I'm very conscious of it.
You're an inspiration in so many ways,
Oh,
sir.
I appreciate it. It's just the tight shirt.
So many.
Well, Jen, now we can say that we've actually worked out with Titans.
We did.
Yeah, good
Mission
job.
accomplished.
Good job, all you guys.
Good
Thank
job.
you. Thank you.
That was a lot of fun. Thank you for having us. But hey, we are not done with the Titans. No, the Titan Games do continue. This has been fun here at Xfinity Bar, hasn't it?
That's right. It's Xfinity Reality Week, and we've got tons of more content online. And the Titan Games are
on NBC on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. But if you want to see so much more content, all you have to do is say Xfinity Week in your X1 remote, and it will all be right there for you. What a pleasure it has been. We can't wait to see what the rest of the games have in store for everybody.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks
Bye,
for joining
guys.
us.